What exactly is a game? How do we know that a baby playing with a toy is not a game, but a child playing a video game is? When can we accurately say that someone has begun to play a game? There's a thin line between play and a game. This video will help distinguish the difference by examining the work of Johann Huizinga, author of Homo Ludens. Play is not unique to humans. Cats and dogs love to play, and animals even play together in the wild. However, games are entirely unique to humans. We'll be exploring what I'm calling Johann Huizinga's list, in which he identifies important characteristics of games. The first important characteristic unique to games is that they all have rules. Games create desirable limitations in the form of rules that create a sense of order and procedure. This is what supports the creation of challenge. Think about it this way. If the desired goal in basketball is to get a ball through a hoop, we could easily reach this goal simply by installing a ladder and letting a player calmly climb it and drop the ball into the hoop. But that would be ridiculous. The nature of a game is to create desirable obstacles to the goal, such that the importance of the game is not in the goal itself, but the means the player uses to reach the goal. The next important characteristic unique to games is that a game takes place outside of ordinary life. The players have a mutual understanding that everything they're doing is some form of pretend that is separate from real life. Huizinga describes this as the magic circle, which represents a separate, temporary place outside of normal life that exists solely for the purposes of the game. Often, this is a literal place designated just for the game, such as a basketball court, though it could also include one's own imagination. Regardless, players' behaviors change upon entering the magic circle, and events that take place within the circle adopt new, special meanings that they wouldn't have outside of the boundaries of the circle. Players gain meaning from these experiences, which they carry with them even after leaving the magic circle. You could also say that the magic circle describes events that take place within boundaries within time and space, such as the time limit in a video game that takes place within the boundaries of your TV or computer screen, or a board game that takes place within the confines of the square board that ends only after special conditions are met. Repetition is also a prominent feature of games, both within a game as part of its internal structure and from one episode of a game to the next. To put it another way, the rules stay the same and it is usually played the same way each time, which Huizinga describes as ritualistic. Some games and their rituals are even passed from one generation to the next, with very little or no change. Another important characteristic is that playing a game is a voluntary activity that takes place during our spare time. You are free to participate or not participate. Huizinga even goes so far as to describe playing a game as freedom itself. So what is it about playing a game that is so fun exactly? Games can be extrinsically rewarding, where an extrinsically satisfying game might have external, tangible rewards, such as prize money or recognition. However, games are most often played because they're intrinsically rewarding, meaning they're played for the intrinsic enjoyment of the game itself. Another reason games are fun is that they create tension. You can only relieve this tension by successfully reaching the goal, creating anticipation and excitement as the player attempts to overcome the game's obstacles. Games are not often thought of as serious, but they can be serious or not so serious. For example, look at how seriously we treat major sporting events. These are some serious games that massively impact the lives of the players and others involved. Last but not least, games are fun because they create player absorption, even rapture, as Huizinga put it. When you play your favorite game, consider how you become deeply wrapped up in it, even to the point of experiencing significant emotional reactions to the events within the game. Here's the complete list. You can learn more about Johann Huizinga's study of games in his classic book, Homo Ludens, originally published in 1938. Now go play something!